Back to BON News. Time now for pole position. James.
Well, Mark, we have reported recently here on BON on the case of two brothers who had kidnapped a woman and held her for ransom so they could save their dying mother. She needed surgery costing over $2,600, money neither she nor her sons had. Their brothers were arrested, but the local police department promised to donate that money required for their mother's life-saving surgery. The story has caused plenty of debate on CNA.com. Recently did a survey carrying out a poll and asked people, how do you think the two brothers should be dealt with by the law?
Of those who gave an opinion on CNA.com, under 70% said that as the purpose of the kidnapping was simply to save their mother's life and they didn't hurt the victim physically, they hoped they would be dealt with leniently. 30% said they had threatened public safety, something unforgivable in their view, and the circumstances should not affect their punishment. So we got some comments on this. Yeah. One person calling themselves Anger. Why does this always happen in China? The net user says, what can poor people do if they really need money for surgery? Yeah,
clearly some exasperation there. Another person commenting by the name of Tian Xia points out that, well, this is just another signal of how badly healthcare reform is needed in China, and that most poor people in China simply can't afford their basic medical fees. Yeah. Levi comments that, why not try appealing for donations from the public? Now they can't help their mother anymore when they're in prison. Well, I would suggest that that's probably been done before by other people on the internet, and then there's the question of is it a valid case, or is it just a case of fraud and whatnot. But certainly, this sad story speaks to the desperation that some people have, and obviously this sort of gap in the healthcare system that so many people and families fall through.
That's right, and you mentioned desperation. You can see from the pictures of the brothers when they hold the kidnapping victim, they're just completely at a loss. You know, they're just trying to save their mother's lives. They've presumably exhausted every other end, and you know, it's just basic instincts are kicking in there. And obviously, there's a happy story to this particular story with the police donating money.
Sure, yeah, it's good to see, but it is more the exception than the rule, unfortunately.